Welcome, everybody. John Zegar. Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? Well, I hope. It's Sunday afternoon, 3:48 Colorado time, Eastern Slope. It's beautiful out. We're in the 50s somewhere. I don't recall, but it's very nice outside. I think we're supposed to get into the 60s this week coming up. So for us, that's great. I think we should be there already, but seems like winter's kind of dragging on. I'm at home, and I've been busy. Went down, worked out, did all my usual stuff. My bench press is getting really good. I'm almost at 315 now. Well, getting pretty darn close. Putting a lot of weight on there. I want to get past 315 so I can start working towards 405. It's certainly within my reach this year. That's a fair statement. But anyway, drinking some green tea with ginger and turmeric root and all that good stuff. Trying to help some of the inflammation that occurs when you lift such heavy weight. So I'm hopeful that'll be fine. I got to let it cool off a little bit. So, manifesting thing. We've been talking the last few times about various programs and how they go about getting you on a path and a program to self-healing. Right? Okay. This is kind of another extension of that conversation. And I listened to a little gal about a week ago on YouTube, and I had never heard of her before. And she just blew my socks off. She has her own little program that she has researched, right? This is her stuff. And she's kind of come up with this, it looks like a little 3-step program. It's a lot more than that, and I don't even know her name. I've forgotten, and I saved the YouTube video, and I'll go back and replay it and watch it again. But she came up with some pretty interesting things. I'm just using regular earbuds today. I don't know. We'll see how they go. But anyway, here's her program. So her program talks about getting a vision board. I thought it's interesting that the other big programs don't really spend a lot of time on the importance of a vision board. I think they touch on them, but I don't really recall them spending a lot of time on vision boards. Vision boards are exactly what they say. You figure out how you want to put your board together, be it on your phone or on your laptop or on your computer at home, or on your refrigerator or some mirror, or you design a piece of, I don't know, whatever kind of board where you can paste and put different things on it that have to do with where you want to be in the future. Okay? So, for instance, you're going to, maybe you want a house, and maybe you want to rent one, maybe you want to buy one. So you find 2 or 3 or whatever that are in the liking to you, and you cut them out and you put them up there. You paste them or do whatever you have to do to get them up there so you can be looking at them all the time. And you want a vehicle. of some kind, be it a truck, an SUV, a sports car, don't know. Pick out 2 or 3 of those and go and paste that stuff up on there. And maybe there's a location you want to live, right? Well, pick out some pictures, from magazines or newspapers or from the internet or wherever, of locations that you'd like to live at, and cut them out and put them up on your vision board. Got the idea? Okay. And maybe you're living a little in lack, or you're just living in lack and you want to live in abundance. So go pick out symbols of things, newspaper, magazines, internet, that have to do with abundance. And put them up there so that can be something that you can see on a regular basis throughout your day. A lot of people have these already, but they don't have them specifically called a vision board where everything is in one location. Like, for instance, there's a couple nice homes that I've been talking to you guys about, one I'm building, and I've got pictures of them as screensavers. So I'm always constantly looking at those. One happens to be a little beach house, down in the Caribbean, which is something I would sure like to have at some point in time. One happens to be a Southwest territorial type house, which I like the architecture of that stuff. And so anyway, I put those there. My vehicle, and of course it's a truck of some kind that I like, and I do the same thing with that. I've got a couple pictures. I've gone to dealerships on Sunday and taken a couple pictures of maybe a truck or two that I really have an interest in. So a vision board is important to get you stimulated and thinking and dreaming and inspired, right? And that's the traditional way it works. But this little gal had a spin on it. She wants you to imagine, as you look at your vision board, you already have it. You already have the house that's on the vision board, the vehicle that's on the vision board, the abundance that's on the vision board, the good health that's on the vision board. So she's wanting you to already have in your mind what's on that vision board. I think that's a great idea. Oh, that tea. Boy, you guys should try that. Green tea bag, and then ginger and turmeric root. So when I was practicing in clinical psychology for all those years and stuff, one of the things I would do when people came in with a terminal illness is, in order to get them switched over, I would have them spend meditation time each day perceiving themselves as already well and healed. Same concept this girl's using, right? She's saying, imagine that you have everything already there. And of course, try to live your life accordingly, to the best of your ability. I mean, we understand we're kind of trying to get you to believe that it's all possible and already arrived. Same thing I did with the patients, I just basically told them to try to live their life, not to try, but to live their life as if they're already healed. They no longer have terminal illness. Her second step is exactly that, visualizations. I understand, these are kind of common words, but I'm not so sure that people actually do this stuff. But her visualizations are the same thing. The next step, to visualize you're already healed. To see yourself walking around healthy and healed. To see yourself in abundance and not in lack. To see yourself as physically strong, mentally strong, spiritually strong. To see yourself already in a good job, a career that you love, your own company, your own business. So she's really saying in her program, you can't live in the past, which we all know that's the stuff that has gotten us sick, right? And staying in the present is excellent, but a lot of people, just read the internet. Nobody's in the present, everybody's offended at something, or angry about something, or hostile about something. And that's their old belief systems getting disjointed and projecting out the future. She is saying, as I am, of course, as well, is that what would happen if we just imagined ourselves as being well, right? And her third step, wow, this tea is so good, you guys. The third step is the journaling part, which hopefully everybody does. I mean, I hope you do. I mean, there's all kinds of journals. The one most noteworthy these days seems to be the gratitude journal. But she's just talking about journaling as if you're living in the next step. And by her, when she says the next step, she means living as if you already are healed. Living in the next step as if you already are, abundant and in a new house and in a new vehicle and have a wonderful family and you're physically healthy and you have a great career and you have plenty of friendships and relationships, as if you're already in the next step. And she mentions that in each one of these little categories of hers, she uses the next step to the process in getting to the place that you're already healed. So she's sort of saying it's not just a big jump from this side of the canyon to the other side of the canyon and you're healed. She's really not saying that. What she's saying is that there's steps in the process to being healed. You like that? I think that's pretty cool. I saw this little thing, I wrote it down. Kindness is like a garden of blessings. I think that's pretty cool. But so that's her little program. And then here's another little thing I wrote down. Let me find this here for a second. This one here is out of the book of Sirach in the Bible, chapter 15, verse 20. And it's in reference to, and I don't want to get too religious on you guys, so I'll make this real brief, but it's in reference to God has given us free will, right? And with free will, we have choice to pick, between good and evil, right and wrong. Think about that. Think about that for a second. We have a choice to pick between right and wrong and good and evil. In all that we do, we were given that by God, right? Here's the interesting part, right? Here's the interesting part. He will answer, and when I say he, we're talking about he, the universe, the unified field, the source, the light, a greater intelligence, all of that stuff. I hope you all understand, whatever program you're listening to or reading about or watching, it's all about God. They just don't use the word God because it alienates people, and some people will turn off to their program if they use it. So at any rate, but what it's saying is that the universe, okay, put whatever word in there you want as the universe will grant you, good or bad, right or wrong, actually good or evil. It doesn't care. It doesn't have an opinion. It doesn't have a judgment. It's whatever you want will be given to you, right? All right. Read the book of Sirach. Wow, it's just amazing. Tells you the do's and don'ts. But anyway, here's another part of the book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 20. It also goes on to say, you have not been given permission to sin. You can do good or evil. That's perfectly your free will, your choice, right? That the universe has given you. And it will answer and accommodate all of this. But there's a caveat. There's a caveat. And the caveat is God, the universe, the source, the greater intelligence, has not given you permission to sin. Isn't that interesting? When you go to bed at night, and I'm sure you guys have all done this one, gosh, I hope so, and I hope you continue to do it. I got to have more of this tea. Your subconscious, all right, will accommodate you with anything that you want. Period. I mean, start putting it in the same category and realm that we just talked about. But when you get ready to go to bed, you can talk to your subconscious, ask it to do work for you while you're sleeping. It's got a big chore of taking all of the events of the day and categorizing them and putting them in order, and it's like a computer program. Your mind is a computer program, and your subconscious is the one that deals with all of that at night and makes sure that it's all correctly placed in the right order of the neurons and neuron clusters that you have developed in the years of life that you have that are hardwired. And it can change things around. That's the reprogramming that I talk about, and other people talk about. It's just redoing the neuron clusters and stuff so that they're all not negative and you're not all attracting disease. So we have free will, we have free choice. But again, just kind of keep it in the back of your head that the greater intelligence did not give you permission to sin along with having free will. I thought that was interesting. Book of Sirach, please read it. I have it out here in my I have one of these I have a lot of Bibles, but this is a great big huge Bible with large print. Yay! And it's very cool to read it. I spent a lot of time in the book of Sirach. So, hello everybody. I hope you're all having a good Sunday afternoon. I'm still waiting for somebody to contact me. I have people contact me and just say, they liked what they heard, or nobody's ever said they don't like what they heard. That's interesting, so I appreciate that. And I have a name and a face, with this person and that person and that person and that person that listens and they like what they hear. But haven't had anybody actually contact me with a question or anything. I guess maybe I haven't gotten into an area or realm of stuff that you would want to respond to. So anyway, send all of your requests to me, johnzegar.com. That website is still mine, and I don't check it as often as I should because I don't get a lot of responses in there. But you can call and text me anytime that you want. When I go online, I don't set it up on any particular time. I used to do it on Fridays, but nobody called then, so I kind of gave up on that. But if you ever want to talk online, I'm live right now, actually. And if you ever want to talk live on this little program of mine, so other people can hear and jump in and out and that kind of thing, by all means, please do that. I do have little extra time, not that I have a lot of business going on, but I'm happy to do some consulting with businesses that might want to look at, their belief systems and how they run their business and is it actually working as well as it needs to. Just like individuals, there's times where your belief system needs to be reevaluated and possibly changed. And that's called reprogramming. And reprogramming beliefs in a business can lead to, more income, a lot better outcomes, I guess, with your business. Same thing with individuals. So if you have a business and you would like to have me talk to you about that, I'm happy to. Contact me, call me anytime, email me. And the same thing individually. I sure would love to have a couple more people to work with individually. It's coaching, it's not counseling, so I'm not counseling anybody. But, education and training. Also the thing, just the last comment, and again, I guess I got into a sales pitch. I didn't mean to. Sorry, you guys. But I'm happy to come over and do a little workshop, be it or a lecture of some kind, a presentation on something that I talk about in regards to neuroscience and trying to get well. So either of those two things, if that makes any interest rise with any of you, let me know, and I'm happy to come and do that. So for now, it's a beautiful evening. I'm looking forward to Sunday evening here, and take care of one another. God bless everybody, and I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. We'll see you. Bye.